You know, I wasn't going to make a video about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. With already thousands of videos on YouTube covering the subject anyway, I figured it was too saturated for a little baby channel like mine to gain any views about it anyway. But then I played the game, and I gotta tell you, I am beyond surprised with Tears of the Kingdom, and also the impact it's had across the board, that I just need to talk about it. I mean, this is definitely a historic moment in gaming. By the way, I won't be covering any spoilers, and probably not showing too much game footage also, just on the off chance that you might see something that could be a spoiler for you. Speaking of spoilers, we need to talk about the phenomenon around Tears of the Kingdom with the effect that it's had on people. I can't think of any other game release where so many people actively avoid the content surrounding the subject because they don't want it spoiled. We're so passionate and excited for Tears of the Kingdom before we even play it, just from the success that Breath of the Wild had. Most of us would rather have that surprise and pure experience playing the game for the first time, not knowing too much of what they're about to get into. I even know of some people that completely refuse to watch the trailers before playing it, and I totally get it. I think most of us long for that experience playing some of our favorite games for the first time and experiencing it like it was new again. And coming off of the back of Breath of the Wild, one of the greatest games of all time, we knew that Tears of the Kingdom was going to be fantastic. But we had no idea it was going to be this good. I remember a lot of people had concerns about Tears of the Kingdom if it was going to be different enough from Breath of the Wild to really be a true sequel, and not just like a big additional DLC. Up until its release a little over a week ago at the time of recording, we only had a basic understanding of what would be new to Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, we knew Hyrule has changed a bit, and we also get a sky platforming area, and we've got Daddy Ganon rocking his swole, brawly look. All the while, those sneaky developers at Nintendo, those cheeky clams, they purposely left out a huge detail about this game. The whole time, people were wondering like, I don't know if this game is gonna be good. Is it gonna be different enough from Breath of the Wild? And Nintendo was like,
Nah, we got you, baby.
and if you know, it's like, no spoilers. If you know, you know. What a great time it is to be a gamer, or just a Nintendo and Zelda fan anyway. I gotta say, it's just a cool feeling experiencing a game that's this successful and this loved coming out, and everybody's playing it at the same time. It feels like a special event that we're all experiencing together. Going on my Switch and checking on my friends list activity and just seeing that everyone else is playing Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, it's a really cool feeling. I don't know. I'm confident that years from now, we'll be looking at this release the same way we do like the Wii or Mario 64, etc. It's just, this is a historic moment. If you're considering playing Tears of the Kingdom and you haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, I would say skip Breath of the Wild and just go on YouTube and look up a storyline summary or a recap video, and then just dive straight into Tears of the Kingdom. Unless you really are a fan of Zelda and you have like 100 hours to spare to play Breath of the Wild first. But then you might see some spoilers later on in the meantime, so that's just my suggestion. One of the reasons I'd say skip Breath of the Wild is because Tears of the Kingdom is such a perfected version coming from Breath of the Wild. There are so many quality of life improvements and features about the game that they really focused on to make what was already a great game so much better. And we haven't even gotten into the main gimmick for this game, which is the fuse mechanic. Before the game was released, Nintendo showcased the new fuse mechanic, and it was definitely exciting to see. But that one aspect about Tears of the Kingdom has completely blown up and went way off the rails. People have been posting their absolutely incredible, insanely crazy builds that they've come up with, a lot of which I'm positive the developers never even imagined. This fuse mechanic went from basically making a raft, for example, to get across a lake, to building absolutely insane vehicles, we'll say, just to avoid spoilers, and things that I think break the game. But it's completely insane what people have come up with. and I love it. And I can't wait to see how this fuse mechanic will be incorporated to future speedruns of this game. I mean, I liked watching speedruns of Breath of the Wild, but with this new fuse mechanic, I can't imagine the things that people are going to come up with, speedrunners are going to come up with. It's basically a game within a game. And I can totally see this adds a ton of replayability from what is already a majorly expansive game if you include all the shrines and side missions and not just focus on the main storyline. I've already put in around 30 hours into the game at this point, and I haven't even covered the whole map. Maybe 40% of it. It may sound like a big stretch, but I'm confidently saying this is probably one of the greatest games of all time. And that's coming from somebody who is way more of a Mario fan than I am Zelda. I mean, my favorite game of all time is Super Mario RPG, but that's for personal and nostalgic reasons. Tears of the Kingdom has already become my favorite game to play. It blows Breath of the Wild out of the water. It's that good. This is a game that future developers and game creators will be inspired by for generations to come. Once again, Nintendo shows everyone that it's not about the highest quality of graphics or the most powerful consoles or the most advanced technology to make a great game, a game this successful. So successful, in fact, that it sold 10 million copies within the first 2 days of release. Anyway, that's enough gushing over Tears of the Kingdom for me. I really wasn't planning on making this video, but what can I say? Nintendo got me. I mean, the whole purpose of making this channel was to talk about video games to you all and things that I'm interested in anyway, so there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. I gotta go play some more Tears of the Kingdom. Later.